Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your timeless relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. Welcome to my channel. So, Sagittarius, I hope you guys have all been well and staying safe. So, we're just going to see, we're going to look into the past, present, and future about you and your love interest. So, past, present, and future reading for Sagittarius and their love interest. Past, present, and future reading for Sagittarius and their love interest. Let's do that one more time. Two of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hangman. So this is your past spread. Sun card, Death card, Eight of Swords. This is your present spread, and over here is your future. So past, present. Starting with your past spread, you have the Two of Swords. Clarify the Two of Swords. Queen of Swords. Uh-oh. Yeah, Seven of Wands. Let's pull out one more. I'm hearing that someone was taking forever to make a final decision about what they wanted. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Okay, so starting with the Two of Swords, this is someone who is very indecisive. They're not making a final decision because they don't know what to do. They don't know, they feel like they lack information about something. But I really feel like this is the energy of your person of interest, Sagittarius. Now, before we get started, just understand that this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Yes, the energies can be reversed, but the Two of Swords, for the majority of you, this is the energy of your person of interest in the past where they were unable to make a final decision. They didn't know what they wanted. Now, for most of you, it could be that they were seeing two people, you and someone else, and that was what the blockage was, them not being able to choose between you and the other person. In clarity of the Two of Swords, you do have the Queen of Swords, which pretty much confirms that because you were carrying the energy of this Queen of Swords, someone who is quite fed up. The Queen of Swords is seen as someone who can be very cold-hearted, very cutting. But to simply put it, there's a reason as to why she's like this. Now, the Queen of Swords is hurt. That's why you see her with her sword up, because she is trying to defend herself. It's almost like she's waiting for that person who hurt her to come towards her so that she can give them a piece of her mind. So there's a reason as to why the Queen of Swords is, can be quite cutting. I really feel like you were this way towards your person of interest, Sagittarius, mostly because you were seeing through their games. I do feel like this person had you waiting on their decision for a very long time. So it's almost like they were getting the benefits of being with you while really just leaving you quite unaware of what they were going to do next. So this is just you being very frustrated. Did I just say Scorpio? I hope I said Sagittarius. I just did Scorpio's reading, so if I get it mixed up, please forgive me. Don't mind it. This is a Sagittarius reading. Okay, so next you have the Seven of Wands. That's also clarifying the Two of Swords. So really, the Seven of Wands here, it's showing that this brought many, it really brought confusion between the two of you. The Seven of Wands is symbolizing the energy from both partners here, where from your person of interest perspective, they were really struggling to make a decision. Sagittarius. I don't know if this is someone who was just in love with two people, but the Seven of Wands here is saying this is sort of, when I look at the Seven of Wands, I'm really seeing like some mental torment on their end where they were trying their hardest to choose, but they just couldn't. And I also say, oftentimes I will teasingly say that the Seven of Wands is, I call it my silly card. This is a person where they're struggling, but the method the method that they're using to solve their problems isn't really a good method. So your person could have been complicating things even more. I do feel like instead of taking a step back from both relationships to make a decision, your person was actually like spending time with the both of you, which made it even harder on them to choose. So whatever it was that they were doing, the method, or just whatever the resolution was that they thought would help, it actually made things worse. Next, in clarity of the Two of Swords, you also have the Knight of Cups. So, bingo. Not very shocked that the Knight of Cups came out because Knights are notoriously known to be players. This is someone who is very indecisive. Didn't I just say that your person, the method, the way they were going about things, complicated the situation even more? Because instead of taking a step back, they were going between the two of you, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, the Nine of Cups is pretty much confirming that because Knights, being notoriously known as players, I do feel like your person was offering you a cup while offering the other person a cup as well. So whatever their love offer was, they were giving it to the other person as well. Now, this is the thing. I always say the biggest difference between a cup and a pentacle. When a cup is being offered in love, it's not something that you want to automatically accept because while it looks big and shiny from the outside, you don't know what is inside of this cup. You don't know what this knight is offering you. It could be an empty cup. It could be a cup filled with, false hope, broken promises, or it could be a cup, worth something, but you can't see what's inside. So you have to be cautious of if you're even going to accept what this knight is giving you. In clarity of the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Very symbolic card. So, okay. So, with the Wheel of Fortune here, I do feel like the Wheel of Fortune is really just saying that because your person took such a long time to make a decision, they ended up making one of their connections karmic. Let me just elaborate. So, Wheel of Fortune is really just saying that you either have fortune on your side or you have misfortune. It really all depends on what happened in the past. I feel like because they prolonged making a decision, they turned a very valuable connection into something incredibly toxic and karmic because of their unwillingness to choose. In clarity of the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Seven of Pentacles here and the Two of Wands. When I was looking at the Seven of Pentacles, what I got is that this card is symbolizing the connection between you and them. Why do I say that, right? Because I feel like you have known your person longer than the other person has known them. Okay? So, the advantage that you have is history. That's your advantage. Because the two of you have history with each other. There's a long past between you and them. You've known them longer. And that's what the Seven of Pentacles is representing. All the value, all the potential that you see in this person simply because of how long you've known them. Here's the downside of that. I always say, don't only base the value of a connection on how long you've known someone, because you could know someone for 10 plus years and you never got the outcome that you wanted with them. And then you meet someone new and you've known them for couple of months and they treat you way better than you've known this other person. So all I'm saying is the Ten of Pentacles is saying you are really, or at least in the past, you were really hooked on this person simply because of the history. You've known each other for a long time. All the things that happened between you and them in the past, it was very significant for you. The Two of Wands, and they also feel this way as well, which is why with the Two of Wands, they were having a hard time making a decision on the two connections that they were in, because they saw the value. They were like, you know what? I've known Sagittarius longer. I know their potential. I know what Sagittarius brings to the table, but I'm also into this new person. So from their perspective, it was kind of selfish, because it's almost like they were only holding on to you because of the benefits, because of what you were providing. They know that you're someone, they know your abilities, and they see it, they value that, which is why they were having a hard time completely choosing and letting you go, because they knew, man, I'm with someone who's willing to give me the world. Next, you have the Hangman, King of Cups, Nine of Wands. So, the very, very popular Hangman. So, the Hangman is someone who's at a standstill. This is a person who is not taking any form of action whatsoever. They don't even know what to do, they don't even know what to think. Okay, and so in clarity of the Hangman, you do have the King of Cups and the Nine of Wands. I want to pull out another card. Three of Cups. I'm not surprised the Three of Cups came out. Wow. Sagittarius, you were dealing with this person's indecision for so long. Like, I'm seeing all the time go by. I'm seeing them really keeping you in the unknown, but just stringing you along without giving you any answers or any guarantee. It's like, in clarity of the Hangman, let's just start with the King of Cups and the Nine of Wands. King of Cups is saying that they were giving themselves to both people, to you and the other person. And that's the thing with the King of Cups. This is a person where they do have tendencies of giving offers to multiple people. Okay, they do bring a lot to the table, but it's like, because of that, they have many people wanting them. So really, my intuition is really just saying that with the King of Cups, they were giving offers to you and the other person. With the Nine of Wands here, this complicated things furthermore for the two of you, because from your perspective, you were still not getting a solid answer from them as to what their intentions were. And from their point of view, they knew the kind of suffering that they were putting you through. And also you have the Three of Cups here, which is a third party situation. I mean, wow, Sagittarius, you must really love this person, because I'm just hearing something about time, the amount of time that you were putting up with this third party situation. So let's talk about what's happening presently. You do have the Sun card, Death card, Eight of Swords. Clarify the Sun card. Tower. Moon. Wow, these are very heavy cards. You have the Sun, Tower, and the Moon. Interesting that you have the Sun and the Moon. So it's very clear here that the impression that someone had, or that you had for your person, you no longer have that same impression. It's like, I do feel like once upon a time your person made you feel like this with the Sun card, made you feel very happy. You saw all the potential in them. In clarity of the Sun card, though, with the Moon and the Tower, you no longer see it. With the Tower card here, I do feel like many things was exposed about this person, where you're now seeing their true color. You're now seeing them for who they really are. Especially the fact that the Tower card is coming out right after we talked about this Three of Cups. I feel like you were enlightened about this entire situation. Now, the thing is, though, with the Tower card, most people see this as a negative thing, but I actually feel like with the Tower card, sometimes the Tower moment is necessary to happen in our lives if we're refusing to see something, if we're refusing to acknowledge the truth in a situation, or if things were hidden from us. In Clarity of the Sun card, you also have the Moon. So secrets were exposed. Okay, the Tower card, like I said, is when something's being exposed, something that you were refusing to see or something that was intentionally hidden from you. Moon card, Tower, secrets were definitely exposed here, which is why with the Sun card, you were no longer, this person was no longer making you feel happy and fulfilled, especially, you know, your impression of them definitely changed after whatever was exposed was revealed to you. Clarify the Tower. Empress. Star card. So you have the Death card here. The Death card is very straightforward. It's exactly what it says it is. This is an ending to something. Someone who's choosing to close the door, definitely on their past, choosing to move forward. In Clarity of the Death card with the Empress here, I do feel like you are on the right track. If this is you, okay, because it's going to vary for, since this is a general reading, but I do feel like the majority of my Sagittarius, you did make the decision to put an end to this and move forward. As hard as it's going to be, because this is a person who you were very used to, you're very comfortable with them, since you've known them for so long. And so it's going to be hard, but I do feel like you're very focused on moving on. And you have the Empress here, which is saying that you're on the right path because you are carrying this Empress energy. The Empress is someone who is very stable, very balanced. The Empress provides stability to others. But I do feel like by continuing to deal with this person, you were holding yourself back from giving stability to your own self. Now that you've chosen to leave this behind, all that energy and efforts that you were putting into this third party situation, you're now showering yourself with that love and attention, which is why you're coming out as the Empress. In Clarity of the Death, you also have the Star card here. I'm so glad that the Star card came out, which is saying that something big really lies ahead. And if you continue to move forward, you will experience this Star card here, which is really saying that the potential, there's endless opportunities waiting for you. And I do feel like this situation here was holding you back from entering this new phase of your life. So this is confirmation that you're doing the right thing. As hard as it is going to be, Sagittarius, continue to move forward, because the Star card, this is guaranteeing that something big, something major is waiting for you. Next, you have the Eight of Swords, a person who's feeling stuck. Let's see whose energy this is. Hope. Yeah, hope. So here's the thing, Sagittarius. With this Eight of Swords, and I'm so glad that I actually said before, I said it's going to be hard to do it, but if you have the strength and you really focus on moving forward, it will happen. Currently, this being your present, you're kind of struggling, and I understand because you're hurting, and this is someone who you were so familiar with. And with the Eight of Swords here, the Eight of Swords is saying that at times you still feel stuck on this connection. You may have already put a physical distance, but this is more so talking about your emotional state, where this situation is probably very traumatic for some of you, and so it's hard for you to emotionally detach from this. In Clarity of the Eight of Swords, you do have the Queen of Wands. When I looked at the Queen of Wands, I heard hope. So for, some of my Sagittarius, and I completely understand, it's hard, it's tough moving forward, especially from a connection that you had been dealing with for a very long time. With the Queen of Wands here, this is a woman who's very conflicted. Okay? I did hear hope, so perhaps even though you have put a physical distance, I feel like some of you are still quite hopeful that things will change in the future. The more you think this way, the more stuck you're going to be on this person. The more hope you have for this connection, the more you're going to be holding on and feeling stuck. You do have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is saying that a lot of you, my Sagittariuses, you guys are experiencing a lot of abundance right now. It may not be in your love life, but this abundance is for you individually, not for you and your person. It's really just saying that a lot of you guys are not recognizing a lot of the abundance that's in your life right now. Remember that you have other aspects of your life, not just love, but you could have your career, your social life, your personal goals that you've been accomplishing, that you've been so abundant. Don't forget to recognize the abundance in the other areas of your life. Don't just be so focused and stuck on your love life. That's really the message that I'm seeing here, because some of you guys are overlooking your potential, and you're overlooking the blessings in other aspects of your life. Just because things are not going as you would like it to go in your love life doesn't mean that things are not going well in other areas of your life. So that's pretty much what's happening presently. Sagittarius, we will reveal the future. We will discuss what's going to happen in the future between you and your person in the extended reading. To view the extended reading, please visit my website. The link is in the description box. The extended reading is $4.99. And so, yeah, we're going to go more in depth about your future, especially between you and your current person. So you guys, please, please, please stay safe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support my channel. If you would like a private reading where we're going to go more in depth with your personal situation, please visit my website. All that stuff is on my website, the extended reading and my private readings. My private readings, I offer a variety of them of all prices. So if you're interested, take a look on my website. Link is in the description box. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys, please stay safe. I wish you the best and have a great day.